Hello and welcome to the second episode of iProspect Ireland TV. Today I've got with me Katie McCarthy.
Hi.
Who is a guru from our display team. And I've got Katie here because I want to ask her some questions about some pretty recent big news in the display kind of arena. And that is that Google and their DoubleClick bid manager platform is soon going to have access to Facebook Exchange. So Katie, could you first off tell us what the Facebook Exchange is and what Google DoubleClick bid manager is?
Yeah, no problem. So Facebook Exchange is essentially Facebook's real-time bidding advertising platform, and what it does is it allows advertisers to complement their non-Facebook display activity with Facebook activity. So for example, you come to my website, then you leave, continue your browsing. I can find you on Facebook, serve you another ad, and encourage you to come back to my website. What a DSP is essentially the technology that allows an advertiser or an agency to plug into all the different display exchanges and access the inventory. And now with DoubleClick Bid Manager as a DSP, they will also be able to access Facebook Exchange as one of their inventory sources.
Cool. And why is this significant? Because I believe that up until now, even though Facebook Exchange has been live for about a year, since around September last year, Google haven't actually been able to access that. And we know that Google and Facebook typically don't get on that well. So what's the sort of significance of them working together?
Yeah, so this is a very significant move in the industry. Up until now, Facebook Exchange has only been able to be accessed by 16 DSPs, I believe. So adding Google into the mix is going to do a lot for competition. DSPs are going to struggle to compete with them. And one of the big significance for advertisers is that it's going to benefit advertisers overall, as DSPs are all going to be pushing to improve their competitive advantage and offer different unique selling points. And it's also going to be great for integration in terms of all the other Google products that are out there, and what Google is doing in Bid Manager for display and being able to tie it all in as one kind of cohesive display plan.
Cool. So just so I understand it correctly then, who would benefit the most from this? Do you think it would be Google? Do you think it will be Facebook? Or do you think it just does it sort of make life easier for advertisers and people that want to do display like this?
Yeah, I think it's going to be for advertisers overall. You won't have to go to Facebook and then go to your DSP separately. So if you were using Bid Manager, you would have had to have two relationships there. It's one touch point now. It makes it a lot more efficient. And then it's going to be beneficial for advertisers overall, because there's going to be new innovations and new kind of competitive products that are coming out to compete.
Yes. And if somebody had never done display before, and obviously there are these companies that already have had access to Facebook Exchange, and now DoubleClick is going to have access, who's going to have like the greatest advantage? Is it the guys who already have maybe some prior learnings, or is Google going to have an advantage because they know maybe a lot more about the user? I guess the question is, how are these companies that are already doing this going to compete now with this, Google entering that sort of arena?
So initially, I think they'll probably have a competitive advantage, just in terms of it will take Google like a ramp up time to get fully up and running on Facebook Exchange. Also, I think it'll come back to kind of the technology that each of the DSP is using. So their kind of algorithm, how they learn, how their technology values bids, and that will all come into play. But I think after a few months running that on FBX, that Google will probably have a very good product offering.
Do you think that overall this will push up the cost per click on Facebook Exchange, or bring it down? Because, as you say, Google might have some more sophisticated algorithms that they can bring, and their advertisers might have an advantage. What do you see happening in terms of just CPC or cost per million impressions?
So in terms of CPCs, there is going to be competition, but these users were probably being accessed through a one-to-one relationship with Facebook anyway. So it's not like there's a ton of new users.
Yeah.
There will be a bit of a rise. I think that it will still remain competitive. With real-time bidding, you're not going to be bidding more than the impression is worth to you. So I think it will all come down to how each DSP's technology is valuing their bids to make sure they're not paying more than the impression is worth for them.
Awesome. All right, good stuff. So a lot of exciting stuff happening there in display. We'd love to hear your thoughts. We'd love to know what do you think about this relationship and the Facebook Exchange and DoubleClick alliance. Do you think it's good for advertisers, or do you think it's really just to benefit the actual publishers in terms of being able to let more people access it and push up those CPCs? We'd love to hear your comments and opinions on the video. And until next time, thanks for watching and take care. Bye bye.